Hi, I don't know, like, what is this? Like, how old do I think I am? Like, that's not what 40-year-old people do. My name's Betty. I'm a grateful person in recovery. I'm a divine spiritual being. I am doing a book and I want to talk about it. I started redoing this book right here. Let me plug it. It's called May Cause Miracles by Gabrielle Bernstein. I'm plugging this book until I finish writing my own, which by doing this book, I will be finished with my own book because this book creates major shifts in a person's life. I've done this book lots of times, and every time I do it, I experience a major shift in my life. For example, I recently won a housing lottery and I wasn't sure if I should take the new apartment. When I won a housing lottery for this apartment, because I live in the mindset that I win housing lotteries. And so, guess what? I win housing lotteries. When I won this apartment, I had just finished this book. And at the same time, I had also gotten a boyfriend and I got a raise at work and I had gotten a new title at work. And it all was a direct result of doing this book. So right now, I'm doing this book with a spiritual friend, Rebecca Castle, and we're holding each other as accountability partners while we transform our lives and just like welcome new waves of change. So I usually record on Instagram and then I post it on my YouTube, but Instagram won't let me download my latest video. So I'm just making another video with all the same information. But I wanted to talk about the fact that I did just win a housing lottery and I will be moving in the next couple of months. So I'll have a new Zoom screen with all new cool stuff. And I didn't know if I was making the right decision because I won the housing lottery with my partner. And we've been dating for nearly 4 years, but we have very busy lives and we only see each other once or twice a week. And we're going to be moving in together. So that's a pretty big shift, but it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. So basically, we're going to have our own apartments inside the apartment, and maybe we'll never even see each other. But so I didn't know what to do about this, and I happened to be at a spiritual conference, and I was talking to a spiritual woman, and she said, "Oh, I have this great tool. Let me give it to you." So I encourage anybody who's wondering if they should do something, if there's a yes or no option available, then to do this exercise. So basically, she had me shake off all of my anxiety and like get out of my brain and center into my body. And I scanned my body and she said, think of a moment when everything went perfectly. You made the absolute right decision. There was no doubt about it. Everything just went together like a beautiful symphony and you just absolutely knew that you had made the right decision. Now, scan your body and tell me where you feel it in your body. And my whole heart center just started to light up in tingles. And she said, okay, that's your yes spot. And then she said, okay, now scan your body and think of a moment when everything went terrible. The guy dumped you, you lost your job, your dog died, whatever. Scan your body and tell me where that feeling is. Like, no, that's the no feeling. And I felt it right in the pit of my stomach, like it was sinking in the pit of my stomach. And she said, now think about moving into the apartment. And my whole chest just lit up immediately. And I was like, oh my God, that's such a great tool. And so I called up my boyfriend and he was good enough to humor me while I did the exercise with him because he's not really into this stuff. And he had the exact same reaction. Heart centered, yes, gut, no. And when he asked the question about the apartment, his whole chest lit up. And so we knew, and like even in the weeks following when we've been questioning, like, are we making the right decision? Should we be doing this? I just keep going back to remember how our chest lit up, remember how our heart lit up. Like, this is definitely the right decision. So I encourage anybody who's battling with figuring something out to utilize this exercise and find your heart centered response to the question that you're asking. And I think that that's it. I just really wanted to share that exercise. It's come in really handy for me. And I guess I'll leave it there. Be wavy.